students, hope you are doing well. So here we have a text and the text gives us the direction that there is a passage below accompanied by a set of questions, right? And what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to find out a suitable or the best answer to each questions given here. Okay, so let's see that uh, as far as if you look at the text, so I expect or I assume that what you must have read this text. So the text gives us the direction to get the suitable answer to each question. But previous to that, if you look into this particular text, the text is all about, you can say that shoes, isn't it? It gives us the idea about how shoes have been portrayed here, right? It gives us the idea that different how the author is talking about the pleasure of wearing shoes and stating about how the shoes become nothing but a kind of a, a color or called as a kind of a decorative picture for the men's omen, right or not? So even the author stated about certain things like you can say anti-feminist truth that a woman's ideal state is barefoot and pregnant, and ancient Chinese practice of foot binding, even modern Western fashions. So uh, you can say that they wear the kind of a shoes of high-heeled women's shoes, impractical and or painful shoes, reduce haptic. So even it talks about that means Vincent van Gogh, who was trying to suggest in his repeated paintings of old pairs of shoes. So all total, the whole text is dealing with the main idea, which is known as a shoes. Right now, let's move to the question. So the question here point out, according to the passage, what does the anti-feminist do? What does the anti-feminist truth, barefoot and pregnant, imply about woman's ideal state? Okay, so according to the passage, what does the anti-feminist truth, barefoot and pregnant, imply about woman's ideal state? If you look into this particular questions, on the basis of that, four options are pointed. The first option says women should avoid practical shoes. By the way, means if you look into the passage does not support the idea that women should avoid practical shoes. It emphasizes the importance of what? It emphasizes the importance of mm, practical footwear, practical practical footwear, isn't it? So it doesn't talk about to avoid practical shoes. So hence option one is eliminated. Look into the option two. Women should prioritize comfort over style, right? So this option also, where the passage does not explicitly discuss what? Discuss the prioritization, right? Prioritization. Prioritization. So, prioritization of comfort over style in the context of the anti-feminist trope, right? So that a woman's ideal state is barefoot and pregnant. The ancient Chinese practice of foot binding, even modern Western uh, fashions of synthesis of high-heeled women's shoes, impractical and or painful shoes reduce haptic spatial freedom. So those of the things are clearly indicating that the author doesn't talk about to avoid practical shoes. Even you can say that the author pointed about women should prioritize and comfort over style. So the author also doesn't explicitly discuss the prioritization of comfort over style in the context of the anti-feminist troop. If you look into the option three, what does it say? Women should have limited freedom and mobility. Yes, this could be called as a correct answer to it because the passage mentioned that the anti-feminist troop, barefoot and pregnant, implies that women should have limited freedom and mobility due to the discomfort caused by impractical disco- uh, means discomfort caused by impractical shoots, isn't it? So hence you can find out that these women have limited freedom and mobility because they don't find out comfortability in their shoes. So four sage, let's say that how four aids pointed, women should focus on sensory experiences, while the passage discusses sensory experiences related to footwear, but it doesn't relate this to the anti-feminist truth, right? So hence we can point out option 3 would be the correct answer to the question. I hope you understood the text as well as the question.